Hey, folks. Thanks for your time today. As I hope you can see on the screen in front of you, we are Innovision, a group of top consultants who focus on unlocking new growth in established business through innovation. There's a few of us who will be taking you through our proposal today for what you at HSBC could do to step into a new innovative space. Firstly, you'll hear from me, Mike Stevens, and I'll be taking you through a current state analysis of HSBC performance and a jobs to be done analysis. Then you'll hear from Olga, who's exploring another company, eToro, to see if there's any insights we can learn from. And finally, Caroline will be finishing off by pulling together what we've explored into an opportunity for you at HSBC to innovate. We're here today to talk about innovation. So first, I think it's important to acknowledge the in-house innovation that you already have, and we ground ourselves in your strategic objectives. I think Diana Biggs, your global head of innovation, has eloquently explained it much better than I could. The financial services industry is changing much faster now than ever before and is experiencing a digital revolution that brings opportunity for those who lead it and threats for those who don't. As you've already set out your strategic goals for innovation, to focus on your strengths, to digitize at scale, to energize for growth, and to transition to net zero. Now, keep in mind those goals as we plan to leverage them and work alongside them as we present a possible innovative future. Before we do, though, let's have a look at HSBC's current performance. Okay, looking on the left-hand side, HSBC's total revenue and profit have been pretty flat across the last 5 to 10 years. So next I had a look at your competitors to check the market context of this, and it looks like a couple of your big UK competitors have a very similar profit and revenue growth pattern. So this led me to wonder about the total market dynamics, and the graph on the right showing UK service exports is indicative of the large banking sector. It shows from about 2010, market growth has either been slow or stagnant. Now, there are a couple of startups such as Monzo that are attempting to disrupt the industry, but they're yet to turn a profit. So it's hard to say really what's going to happen. And I think with your digitize at scale innovation strategy, you're already pretty well placed to manage this. I wonder though, with the market currently struggling to grow, perhaps what we need to try is something new. Okay, let's review a jobs to be done analysis to see how HSBC helps the customer solve their problems. Jobs to be done enables us to take a customer-centric stance and understand what problems they look to you to solve. When looking at user dialogue on a popular online forum, there were 3 main categories of jobs to be done that came up most frequently. First, people were looking at using their income to complete a short-term goal, such as paying rent, acquiring food, or going to the movies. The job to be done is that funds need to be accessible instantly and easily to enable the activity. After this, the focus was on ensuring that the amount of money one had was equal to or greater than the activities they were planning on doing each month. The HSBC current account offers instant access to enable the most important jobs to be done, and when supplemented with your budget planner, helps maintain a short-term balance between incoming and outgoing funds. The second job to be done is to keep customers' money safe for the future. A review of user interactions on our case study forum showed the jobs to be done was relatively basic. People were focused on a long-term goal or a future risk, and they needed to have a pool of money ready to mitigate this possible future state. It needed to be accessible within a modest time frame and visible to reduce some anxiety or to show progress towards the goal. Now, some preference was also shown towards growth of this fund, and whilst that's there, actually security really proved to be the paramount job to be done. HSBC's regular savings account and loyalty ISA offer a good spread amongst these jobs to be done, and largely they satisfy it. Now, there was one relatively new job to be done, and it's emerged quite recently, and this is people wanting to use their money to increase their personal wealth. A population review of members on all of these different forums was performed, and the highest segment by a significant margin was focused on personal wealth generation. A review of this population and their interactions revealed that individuals were looking for the freedom and empowerment to use their personal insights and purchase stocks and shares to fund an improved future state. Their goals were mostly to increase wealth for like an earlier retirement or perhaps just a better standard of living. Some other noteworthy insights were that customers wanted a low effort solution that they trusted with their money and that gave them freedom to quickly execute their decisions. It's clear HSBC have started to think about this job to be done, as you offer quite a lot of advice and maybe propose your ISA as a solution. I think, however, perhaps more could be done. And I believe Olga has a good example in the second section of a business that does just this. Now, I think it's really helpful to ground these insights in a set of KPIs that allow us to look at the relative growth of each area supporting these three jobs to be done segments. It's worth noting that the values I've added here, they are indicative and do not represent your actual performance, as we don't have access to that data yet. The really important part of this for me is the section under our newer job to be done, focused on wealth generation. Here we're perhaps looking at performance from a new lens. How much of a customer's money is stored on the wealth generation platform in HSBC? And the interesting lead metric to track would be how well this investment is giving a good return to the customer, because the better it performs, the more attractive you become to help solve their problem. I believe it's also important to track the performance of the two established jobs to be done solutions, as there is a risk that any wealth generation platform may cannibalize the other two, and this must be monitored closely and adjusted as required. The ultimate goal of this, however, is of course to impact HSBC's revenue and profit. So they sit at the forefront of our KPIs in the business section, alongside an app engagement score, and this is linked to HSBC's strategic innovation to digitize at scale. Now, just before I hand over to Olga, I want to quickly recap the section I've taken you through in two simple columns. In our strengths, we have the continued focus to improve current services linked to the two jobs to be done, supporting customers to complete a goal or to secure their future. HSBC is already a digital banking specialist and innovating in these areas. You have a large customer base that, if leveraged, could enable quick growth in a new area. And lastly, but perhaps most importantly, you're already a trusted business that people feel safe and comfortable looking after their money. Let's also acknowledge the challenges that we've reviewed. The current market and your revenue and profit have been stagnated over the last 5 to 10 years. And the new product introduction from HSBC has been fairly limited and focused mostly on continuous improvement of your existing assets. All right, folks, thanks for your time. I'll hand over Olga for our second section.
Thanks, Mike. I will continue with the analysis of competitors already present on our targeting market. There are two companies which worth attention. First one to start with is eToro. They provide easy-to-use investing platform and intuitive mobile app. Trading stocks, shares, currencies, and crypto. Provide good visuals of portfolio and statistics. And have a very appealing social aspect. For example, company allows you to copy or follow financial decisions of other traders and investors. You can explore their trading history, losses and gains of the period of time, and copy their behavior. It could be really beneficial for the beginners in the trading world. Target audience is representative of young generation who value dynamics and technologies. eToro income is coming from charging users a small fees. Such approach working well for them. On the slide, you can see that number of users and company's revenue are growing. One of the reasons why it is happening could be explained by social and demographic factors. Generation Z, young people between 18 and 25 now, are getting more involved in investment activities. Imagine more than half of them already invested. They are more active and braver in investments than representatives of other generations. Young people now have access to enormous amount of information on finance as none of us ever had before. Plus, development of technologies provides a great variety of fintech platforms which are very easy to use. Everyone can become an investor. You just need your phone with an app. Second competitor we would like to focus on is Revolut. Revolut is an online bank. Investment trading platform is an extension of mobile banking application. To start investing, you need to have an account in Revolut Bank. Trade in stocks, shares, currencies, crypto, and metals. Opening an investment account is easy and quick through their application. Main concept is that client can own shares of highly valued companies even with a relatively small budget. However, they do not provide any advices on investing strategy, for example, as eToro does. It might be risky for beginners. Revolut is the most popular among age groups between 18-44. Average age of the user is 34. On this slide, you can see some statistical data. It follows similar pattern as eToro's. Number of users and companies' revenue are growing steadily. Revolut is making profit by getting fees from customers depending on number of trades they make each month. Overall, market could be described as large and growing, represented by numbers of small and mid-sized fintech companies. On this slide, you can see the biggest global players, and as you can notice, eToro and Revolut are in the top 10 companies. Let's have a look on competitors' job to be done. They create opportunities to invest, to grow your portfolio, to use wealth to increase wealth, and to help people to reach the goal of working less without losing quality of life level. All of this is achieved by competitors by providing clients with online platform. How is it impacting HSBC? Investment platform opened stock market for a mass client, and this sector continues to grow as there is a steady demand from the market. Classic banks, as HSBC, are losing money because people move their savings, which they want to invest, to newly opened investment platforms. Current situation on the market is a perfect example of disruptive innovation. Newcomers challenge old ways of working in financial sector and winning clients. Before I hand over this presentation to Caroline, I want to summarize internal and external reflections. HSBC already has a huge customer base. A new revenue stream could leverage this opportunity. Company has experience in leading change through digital mindset and innovation. Last year's HSBC struggled to increase revenue. Perhaps a new service could unlock the growth. Our innovative proposal focuses on doing the same what company did in the past, but better. External enablers are personal wealth generation is a growing industry. There is a steady growth of users and revenues. Competitor analysis showed that rivals are relatively small but disruptive. And there is an example of a bank which already managed to make transition to a trending sector. Thanks for your attention, and over to you, Caroline.
Having assessed the competitive environment as well as the revenue and profit challenges facing HSBC, our conclusion is that the current online product offering does have shortcomings in helping customers manage their finances. As a group, we have identified an opportunity to deliver a step change to the existing online product offering to create value for current customers and hence improve HSBC's strategic offering and profitability. Taking a customer-centric approach, we start by identifying the job to be done by our customers. Our objective is to deliver products and services which help to achieve this in the most convenient and appealing way. Focusing on retail banking customers, we have identified the job to be done as how much disposable income do I have, and how can I put this money to work in more creative ways so I can improve my lifestyle. Currently, achieving this job for a customer typically means separate interactions across multiple online or mobile applications, and also an independent assessment to work out monthly budgets, to identify what disposable income you have to invest, more homework about which investment options suit your requirements and which companies offer the best products or services to fit those requirements. With changing financial circumstances month by month, and then a myriad of product and service offerings, it's hardly any wonder that many relatively new to stocks and shares investment opportunities find this prospect daunting, and a significant portion of consumers see this as something beyond their comfort zone and elect not to engage. For those customers that do choose to proceed with investments in stocks and shares, currently that is likely to result in them withdrawing money from their traditional bank and managing this activity through an investment app such as eToro. HSBC activities to date in the fintech arena have been focused more on optimizing existing business rather than innovating to deliver a holistic, customer-centric solution. Mike and Olga have laid out the case for change and the growth opportunities for HSBC. As a team, we've identified an opportunity for HSBC to deliver an innovative online solution, one which integrates money, savings, and investment making decision processes, and matches this to relevant products and services. HSBC has an in-depth knowledge of their customers' historical monthly spend and savings patterns. The business is therefore in a really strong position to help customers identify when and how much surplus money they have at their disposal on a monthly basis, and gain confidence to take those first steps with investment opportunities. This new online solution would allow customers to monitor and set parameters for not only their spending, but also to make smarter decisions about when and how much to save or commit to personal investments. It will allow customers to identify in one place the potential portion of their income above and beyond which can be directed to savings and personal investments. This is fully aligned to the customer desire to put their money to work in a more smart and creative way in order to improve their lifestyle. Having all this available in one place makes it easier than working with different online apps, one for traditional current and saving solutions, and then having to jump to another unconnected investment app. This holistic, customer-centric view from the initial assessment of your current account, providing support identifying how much you can potentially afford to move from your current account and through to either savings accounts or personal investments, simplifies what can be a daunting prospect for potential first-time investors. The journey starts with the tried and tested analysis tools already available to track monthly spending habits. It is the seamless transition to identifying opportunities to move money through to either savings accounts or set aside a budget for personal investments, where this new online account starts to differentiate HSBC from the competition. Having identified funds available to transfer to personal investments, breaking then with the traditional glass wall which existed between the traditional banking sector and the new fintech solutions such as eToro, this new online HSBC solution can then provide a gateway to the personal investment opportunities. Products and services offered not only by the HSBC Investment Banking Division, but also other third-party providers. Think of this as a gateway for customers, introducing them to investment opportunities with stocks and shares, taking those first tentative steps with their long-standing banking partner who understands most about their spending and saving habits. This one-stop solution, a simple, convenient digital solution, is intended to leverage the existing customer base and increase the client base targeting high shares of first-time investors. Offering a selection of independent third-party investment options, this new product offering signals a clear intention to deliver the very best customer-centric proposition. It also recognises the wisdom that new ventures, new relationships, new business models are essential in this fast-evolving environment. Either HSBC engage with other service providers in a seamless way, or risk being left behind as others move in this direction. As Bill Gates famously quoted, "Banking is necessary, but banks are not." In conclusion, we have an opportunity to capitalise on the confusion created by the current myriad of online solutions. The inherent trust in the traditional long-standing banks, HSBC's brand recognition, and the fact that you are already part of your customers' lifestyle. You know their spending and saving patterns better than a business engaging with them in only one area of their life. This provides the opportunity to cut through the noise and engage with harder to reach customers, those first-time investors who to date have seen stocks and shares as something beyond their comfort zone. Currently, this target group do not consider the step to investing in stocks and shares. There has not been an attractive enough and simple enough proposition. This solution joins those dots, providing a convenient and attractive way to ensure that your customers' money, savings and investments work in unison. So that concludes our presentation today. On behalf of our team, Mike, Olga and I would like to thank you for your attention today, and then open up for questions and further discussions about this new opportunity. Thank you.